A whopping 240 days ago, a certain feature was added to the game that honestly was met with some contention. We found out our glorious dopamine-packed boxes were being removed and replaced with credits, chroma credits, and fame. The change of unlocking brawlers with credits, I believe, was met with some pretty positive feedback. Being able to have control over what brawlers you would like to unlock gives you a bit more freedom in the game. But the element that has had a little bit more of a rocky relationship with people inside the community is, of course, fame. Like it or hate it, it is still incredibly impressive with what we are about to get into here today. A rank up until this point that has really only been seen with the help of hacks, glitches, and things along those lines. That's right, you guessed it, the final tier of the fame ranks has finally been achieved. Someone in the game has unlocked Solar Fame 1 legitly. So to kick off this video here today, as I said in the intro, I feel like fame ranks here in Brawl Stars have been a little bit up in the air. Some people love them, some people hate them, and I feel like when people don't like them, it isn't necessarily directed towards the rank itself. It's more so directed at certain implementations that are in place from the Brawl Stars dev team, i.e. when you have every single brawler unlocked here in the game and you collect credits, it goes straight to your fame. There's no feature where you can actually save away your credits unless through some unconventional means. There are some strategies where you can collect fame and not collect it right away, so you can wait for new brawlers to come out, but there isn't a bona fide feature where we can stash away credits much like all the other currencies in the game. So knowing this, I feel like the majority of players inside the Brawl Stars community find the actual new rank achievements quite impressive, even if the fame system in and of itself has a little bit of a bad reputation because of that feature. The ranks themselves are really cool and impressive because they take a lot of time to get. While at the same time, a more recent feature added to the game, I believe, really made these fame ranks interesting to most people, and that is being able to flex it in your profile. It's just another indicator as to how much experience an individual has in this game. No matter what means they've come to achieve this fame rank, you know if they have a high fame rank compared to most players in the game that they have a lot of experience. They've put a lot of hours into this game. So while knowing all of this brand new world record here in the game, in my opinion, is that much more impressive. Sitting within this club, we have the president, #1 in the club, Tony Cruz 8, where he is flexing the amazing Solar Fame 1, gotten legitly, dude. The very first person to ever get it. Now, the reason I find this so impressive and compelling to at least cover in an episode here today is because this is the final ceiling, the final barrier that needed to be broke to get close to that maximum fame inside of Brawl Stars. This individual managed to achieve the actual final tier of the fame ranks. All he has to do now is to get to Solar Fame 3, and he's completely maxed out the fame inside the game. At that point, we really don't know what's going to happen, which is why I feel like this rank is so interesting. What happens when you have every single brawler unlocked and maxed out Solar Fame 3? What happens when you collect a credit offer sitting on your Brawl Pass when you're at that level? Does it go to a collection? Does it just not allow you to collect it? It's uncharted territory inside of Brawl Stars, which is why I find this so compelling. And believe it or not, Tony isn't the only one that's starting to get to this final tier. We have individuals much like Sans getting to Solar Fame 1 here as well. So this ceiling, this barrier that some individuals are starting to get to now here inside the community is that final stretch. It's definitely taking a lot of time and effort to be some of the first to get here, right? For normal or more casual players, much like myself, we won't be getting to this point for a very long time yet, which again makes it all the more impressive. How impressive, you might be asking? Well, let's try to put it into perspective for all of you guys. I feel like when it comes to the fame ranks, it's met with a little bit of confusion. Not a whole lot of people really know how much credits it takes to get to the next fame rank, how much in total it takes to completely max out the fame ranks. It's just stats and details that isn't necessarily thrown out there a whole lot. But the way this ends up working is every single fame rank has 3 tiers in it. So we have global, and then there's 3 tiers. And these points represent how much it costs to go to the next tier within that fame rank. So for example, it's not like Global Fame 1 costs any more than Global Fame 3. Within the Global Fame ranks, each and every single one of the tiers costs 2,000 credit points. And same goes for every other fame rank here in the game. If you're at Lunar 1, it costs 3,200 points to go to Lunar 2 and 3,200 points to go to Lunar 3. Once you start going down the fame ranks, it starts to get pretty dang wild if you ask me. For example, one Satyrian rank to get to tier 2 costs almost as much as all of the lunar ranks combined, man. So getting to Solar 1 is that much more impressive in my eyes. Specifically, the world record holder here, the very first individual to make it to the Solar ranks, Solar Fame 1, would had to amass a grand total of 53,000 fame points here, either from credits or chroma credits. Now, I feel like these crazy high fame totals and stuff like that, it's hard to put it into perspective how big that actually is. It's so much brawler progression, it's insane. I ended up doing the math. In order to unlock every single brawler in this game that you can with credits, so not chromatic brawlers, it costs a grand total of 66,030 credits. At the point that I'm recording this video, at least, that total will go up over time. But 53,000 credits to get to Solar Fame 1 is getting very scarily close to that total amount, dude. So it feels almost as if you have all the brawlers in the game and a crazy high Solar 1 fame rank here, it's like you unlocked every brawler in the game twice over. Which, of course, we're only looking at credit brawlers here. I'm sure a lot of these guys are using chroma credits in order to progress their fame rank here, so kind of looking at it at a baseline. But the craziness doesn't stop there. Of course, the final Solar Fame rank here, in order to go up to the next ranks, it's the highest amount of points that you need every single rank. So in order to completely max out the entire fame system here, getting Solar Fame 3, you need a grand total of 89,000 fame points. So of course, this by far exceeds all of the credit unlocked brawlers, rare through legendary, combined. And I'm sure even rivals adding the chroma credit brawlers into the mix. It's a super exciting milestone and world record here in the game. I feel like fame ranks really have this sense of excitement behind them just in general. If someone's able to get to the next fame rank, I feel like all eyes are glued on the screen. You hop into a game, you see this individual happen in your lobby, dude, Solar Fame 1, you're like, oh gosh. It's fun. It's really exciting. And I want to give a huge round of applause to Tony Cruz. I hope I'm saying your name right. It's a mad accomplishment beating out some of these really grindy individuals in the community. As you can see, they really don't have that many crazy 3v3 victories, solo victories, or duo showdown. You can tell this guy just was efficient and used all means necessary to get as much credits and chroma credits as possible to get this fame rank. So good on him. I'm happy he has the record in his hands, and I cannot wait for the first individual who manages to achieve Solar Fame 3. What's that gonna look like? Where are the credits gonna go when you get more, man? It's really cool. But yeah, there you have it, everyone. I at least wanted to dedicate one upload to highlight this really cool accomplishment inside the Brawl Stars community. Whenever very firsts happen, new ground has been achieved and new ceilings have been eclipsed, I feel like it's really important to highlight so most people know about it here inside the community, because it is a very serious feat. This individual grinded for 240 days in order to get here, so you know, I feel like it's definitely noteworthy. But yeah, hope you all found this episode interesting. If you did, make sure to slap a like comment. I'd really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you all in the next one. Adios and take care.